Good morning. Welcome to Monday Marketing with Suzanne. This is week 3 of our 6-week series on planning for 2021. I'm Suzanne Moore, and I love to help independent entrepreneurial women get rid of all the shoulds in their head about all the things that they need to do in their business and help them narrow down to 2 to 3 things that are most important to them. Pardon me, for bringing in revenues most quickly. Today, I'm going to be talking about how you can bring more value to your community in 2021. So, why am I talking about bringing more value? A lot of times when people are talking about planning for the new year, they're saying, what do you want your revenue to be? What do you want your number of clients to be? But here's the thing, revenue and clients come when you bring more value to your audience. And you cannot control the dollar figures that come in, and you cannot control the people that choose to work with you. But what you can control is the value that you provide. So I want to talk about 3 different ways that you can bring more value to your audience, your community. The first is through content strategy. So let's talk about, are you currently providing high value content on a regular basis? Ways that you might be doing this, but might not already, through a newsletter, through a blog. So what we want to be doing is talking about what value we're providing and how we can further expand the reach of that value. Because what happens is a lot of people say, oh, I'm blogging, but I don't do a newsletter because I can't possibly do both. That's too much work. But the reality is that you can take the same content and share it in different ways. And I think a lot of people make the mistake of believing that if they're doing something on their blog, their newsletter has to be different, the stuff in their social media has to be different. And in reality, what you want to do is you want to increase the different avenues that you're reaching people through in order to be able to connect with more people and have them see your stuff and have that value you're creating reach more people. So think about the ways that you're already doing it and how you can expand upon it. So first, are you doing a newsletter? How often are you doing it? Second, are you blogging? How often are you blogging? Are you doing it consistently? So many people say, oh, well, I do blog, but I do it like, I don't know, once every 3 weeks. Whatever it is you're going to do, I really want you to do it consistently, because when you show up consistently, people start to recognize that you are true to your word and that you are committed to what you're doing. Are you doing a great job taking that content and reaching out to people on social media and repurposing it, taking elements of what you're speaking about or sharing and pushing that out to people? Do you have a podcast? Do you get interviewed on other people's podcasts? Do you have a YouTube channel? If you're doing video marketing, you could easily just let it go to YouTube as well, or upload it after you're done as well. So think about how you can expand that reach, and also how you can deepen your community's connection with the content that you're already providing. So maybe when you're doing this content, you're offering more resources. Maybe every time you do a live or a video or a blog post, you offer some, like a worksheet that goes along with it that helps people further develop their understanding of what you're talking about. Maybe you can do more thematic content. That's something that I've worked on recently. So this is a 6-week series that's all about planning for the new year. Just prior to this, I had a 9-week series that was all about increasing your exposure with your audience. So how can you come up with ideas that will help people connect to your value that you're bringing, and therefore will increase the value you're bringing? let's talk about your event strategy. Now, I know events are like a tricky word right now because of the pandemic, but you don't have to have in-person events to have events. You can easily have online events. I had some workshops earlier this year. I have some yummy things planned for next year that I'm super excited about. So what kind of events could bring more value to help your constituents? Um, what is it that they need to learn that they could learn from you in either a workshop format, or maybe it's a party format if you do direct sales or in a MLM, right? How could they connect with you more um, via using events, right? And could you drive more awareness of what you're doing through having those events? Right? Because I always talk about events this way. Even if no one were to show up to an event, the fact that you get out there and and obviously that's not the goal, right? But the fact that you get out there and you promote it and you share it and you talk about it and then you can do follow up from it, things happen because you have something to talk about, right? That's different, that's new, that's fresh. So remember that regarding events. And the third strategy I wanted you to think about going into the new year is partnership strategy. So, do you currently have a partnership strategy that's working for you in your business? If so, could you expand it? Are there more partners you could be doing similar work with? Um, do you have great partners in place? Do you do events with them? Do you do blog posts with them? Do you share content with them? Who are the ideal partners for you to work with that you complement each other because you work with the same types of people but not in the same way? Um, and where can you find more of them? And how can you get more information out to them, share more value with them, so that you can help each other? So these are all different strategies: content strategy, event strategy, and partnership strategy that I hope you're thinking about going into the new year. If you need some support identifying your own goals for your business, I would love to connect with you. You're welcome to grab a strategy session with me at schedulewithsuzanne.as.me. Again, schedulewithsuzanne.as.me. And I hope this has been super helpful to you. Have a wonderful week, and I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Bye.